Wow, that game was so loud. Hey, welcome to a game called Fear Me. This is a demo update. And the whole point of the game, as you can probably tell, has this iconic dude right behind me. Do you want to activate the affection interface? It'll let you know if affection of you is growing or not. Sure, why not? What is the fear of death, really? You forgot what it's like to fear at the end of days. But it's not like you've lost your will to live. Not yet. It's more like apathy. Apathy that led you to a pretty mediocre adult life. No legacy, no big dreams, nothing left undone. The idea that one day you'll just be gone doesn't really bother you. But it's not like you want to die. No, of course not. You're fine with how your life is, that's all. If one day poof you just vanished, you still feel at peace, because the world will keep turning anyway. You okay with your life? Maybe it's a little bland and average, and sure you should touch grass more than once, but it's yours and you get to decide how to live it. If that means not taking everything so seriously, well, that's your call. Oh shit, we're at a GameStop? No, this makes me think of Blockbuster actually. Oh god, at my age. So, in case some people don't know, there is a Blockbuster out there, but it's not the same as the others. And I fucking loved it. And if I knew they were gonna close down on a certain specific day, I would have totally gone away with free games. I'm just saying. So you spend every weekday working full time at a video rental store. You love movies or movies, okay. Already off to a great choice. You love movies. Maybe since you took the job, it's something you actually kind of like. Sure, these days, the only people who come to these kinds of stores are nostalgic junkies and film nerds, and film critics. But hey, at least you get to kill time watching all kinds of movies on the monitors during slow days. The place is colorful enough not to drag your mood down, and if you're lucky, you might even run into some interesting characters. Excuse me. You've been staring so intently at one of the monitors playing a classic action flick, which is my favorite Christmas movie, Die Hard, but then you didn't notice someone standing across the counter. Oh shit. You glance up at the customer. You're sitting in your designated spot. Hey, you got rights as an employee, and flinch a little at the imposing figure in front of you. It's a tall, slim guy wearing a hoodie and a bandana covering his mouth and nose. You raise an eyebrow at the outfit. Looks like he's trying really hard not to draw attention, which somehow just makes him stand out even more. But hey, who are you to judge? I found this on the floor. He lifted a pale hand towards you, long fingers, a big palm, not that you've paid to profile people's hands or anything. He was holding an employee badge. Your employee badge. Oh, wow. You reached for your neck. Yep, your badge was definitely gone. You arrived a few minutes late today and rushed into your uniform, probably dropped it while doing the urgent stuff. The fact that no one noticed until now says a lot about how often customers show up. Thanks so much. I didn't even notice. You mumbled that last part more to yourself than to the stranger. Suddenly, he let out a soft chuckle from behind his bandana. Let's be honest, he would not be able to squint his eyes. If you know, you know. Was he laughing at you or what? Or with you? To ease the awkwardness, you gave him a chuckle back. Do you get into trouble a lot, Tumblr sexy man? I read, oh, fucking god, I literally put the name and I read it wrong. You jumped a bit hearing your name, but duh, he must have read it off your badge. A stalker? Yeah, right, what a joke. There's nothing that special about you for someone to be obsessed. Still, you definitely picked up on the guy's flirty tone. Either that or you're getting full of yourself. For now, we'll flirt back. What? Come save me again? Under the guy's bangs, you thought you saw his eyes light up. Might have just been your imagination. Maybe. You give a faint smile at his vague reply. You don't usually flirt with customers, but there was something about this guy that made it feel like you were stepping into a game. A dating sim, and you weren't sure if you wanted to play along yet, but it wasn't off the table. Name's Jeff, by the way. Huh? It felt kind of unfair that only I knew your name. Oh, right. Okay, that was awkward. Come on, sexy Tumblr man. You can do better than that. Well then, Jeff, what can I help you with? Don't think you came all this way just to return lost property? Jeff leaned over the counter just enough for his eyes to peek out from under his bangs. You instinctively leaned back a little from the sudden movement, but kept your polite customer service smile. I'm still deciding if I'll grab something or not. As the salesperson used to try to sell him as much as possible, but something told you Jeff was lying through his teeth. You stared at him for a few seconds in silence, watching him pretend to think. Just to see just to see, because I'm so tempted to click that, and that's totally gonna get me killed. But I will see what happens. What's with the bandana? Why do you want to know? The music stopped. I don't like it. Curious. I've got scars. They're not exactly pretty. Looks like you hit a nerve.
It's real.
Dude, I hurt a lot. Not anymore. You usually want to pry, but you already started a conversation with him. You could just pretend not to care now. Shifting away from the personal stuff, you sit back to work. Want me to recommend something? That'd be nice. What kind of genres do you like? Jeff straightened up and stroked his chin thoughtfully, his voice muffled slightly by the bandana. I want you to recommend something you actually like. What are your favorite genres? I like horror. Oh shit, that actually increased it. I actually didn't think that was gonna. Oh yeah? What's your favorite subgenre? Uh, Slasher. Oh, that was my favorite too. Let's fucking go. Yeah, it's awesome. It mixes tension and action in a way that's super engaging. It also gives you that intense feeling, tapping into the most primal fear, being chased. Yeah, I guess. You don't think so? No, I do. I just don't share that fear personally. I like the suspense when characters get hunted down or killed, but not because I'm afraid it might happen to me. Anyone would be scared of being chased by a killer. I know it's not something I relate to. Jeff murdered something, but you didn't quite catch it. Say something? Nothing in particular. Well, so do you wanna? I just remember I got the perfect movie at home. What? I just went out to see what was at the market, but I think I've seen enough. But suddenly Jeff grabbed your hand and lifted it, gentlemanly gesture. You were speechless, caught off guard. Gasp! Thanks for the service. The words got stuck in your throat as he stepped away from the counter and headed for the exit. Be friendly. Come back again. Maybe next time we'll find something you like. Jeff turned to wrap up, waved goodbye with his hand. You stayed there for a while, trying to process what just happened. Looks like today is one of those days where you met someone eccentric, but the whole encounter left you feeling kind of weird. Was it because Jeff was covered head to toe? Something clearly suspicious, something to watch out for? Though all things considered, the conversation with him was pretty chill. You never felt in danger. Maybe he's just a weirdo, that's all. You rather believe that man think you ran into a fugitive on the run. But then after thinking about the guy for a while, you realize you haven't made a single sale all day. Tough luck, actually told my man. Tough luck. Your shift's over. You work full time, so you always finish at night. But it's no big deal, since you live just a few blocks away. In some ways, you're kind of lucky. I need you to come in at 10 tomorrow. We've got a new shipment coming in. Cindy was your manager only because her dad handed the store down to her. She wasn't a bad boss, just not the warmest or most understanding. Music's gone. She spent most of her time holed up in the back office, and only came out when she randomly decided to show some interest in the job. But my shift starts at 12. I can't ask anyone else. The part-timers only come in on weekends. Are you at least paying me overtime? I can give you gift cards. Yeah, gift cards. Fucking fantastic. You let out a heavy sigh. Stuff like this always wrecked your day, which says a lot considering your day was technically already over. Alright, but just know you owe me, big time. At least you didn't have to close the store. This place gets creepy at night. Every place is creepy at night. The gas stations are the creepiest, the hospitals can be pretty fucking creepy. A mall, if you're all alone? Or are you? Anyway, and you know that because you watch a lot of movies. It's just common sense. You know what? Never mind. You grab your stuff and head for the door. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Cindy waved you off before putting her headphones in and disappearing into her music. At least she said goodbye. You took it as a sign that you exist in her world. You step out of the store and close the door behind you, taking one last glance at the sign that now says closed instead of open. It's part of the routine, saying bye to Cindy, letting her close the place up and heading home. You've been living on your own since you started working. Life as a semi-functional adult in a capitalist world is rough, but you manage. Even though I don't know why he said it like that. That's fucking stupid. Even though the street is well lit, the air still feels heavy and a little eerie as you walk towards your apartment. It's always been like this. You got no reason to be scared of something you live with every day. That's when you feel someone yank your arm to the side. Hard. Maybe you should have been more alert. They drag you into an alley just off the street. It's a little darker here, but a street lamp really lets you make out what's in front of you. The sudden movement disorients you and you're slow to react. What the fuck? You're cut off by light blown to the side. Oh, light blown to the side of your head. The person has you pinned against the brick wall behind you. From the corner of your eye, you catch a glimpse of their arm, a familiar white sleeve stretching into your blind spot. You're done playing dumb. You finally lift your head to see who's ordered you. You've got a pretty good guess. Hey again, sexy Tumblr man. Uncertainty creeps in at the sight of a pale face covered in raw red sores. Jeff had removed his hood and bandana, revealing his face. His skin was mottled with colors and textures, his nose sunken as if it wasn't even there. Those milky blue eyes sat deep in shadowed sockets, and you're sure he hasn't blinked even once. But what really caught your eye was the scar that sliced across his mouth. It didn't look clean at all, and the way it twisted its expression made your stomach turn. You figured maybe he was hiding facial scarring to avoid stares from strangers, but seeing it now, you actually felt a flicker of pity for whatever happened to him. Jeff, what are you doing? The situation was clearly not in your favor, so your brain scrambled for a way to flip it. You could have just asked me out. There's no way that's your fucking reaction, dude. Jeff let out a dry chuckle. Still with the attitude, huh? Attitude. Then he pulled something from the pocket of his knife. I can't believe I just fucking said that. Then he pulled something out from the pocket of his hoodie, a knife. He ran the cold blade gently along your left cheek, carefully not to cut. You clamped your mouth shut, fully realizing how serious this was. What's so fun about a simple date? When I could watch a show right in front of me. His voice was scratchy, rushed, tinged with an eerie impatience. A show? How you break under fear. He whispered, leaning in close, his breathing. His fucking hell, can I not read today? His breath brushing against your face. Sir, whatever you say. Jeff tilted his head. You could have sworn that was his version of raising an eyebrow. If he had any. Still pretending you're not scared of dying. Hey, you're making it sound like it's a big deal. Are you insane? Says the guy with the knife. He gripped your shoulder with the same hand that pinned you, then slammed your back against the brick wall. Oh, calm down. Your head hit the rough surface, sending a sharp sting down your spine. You hissed in pain. Will apologize. Sorry, okay? I didn't mean to piss you off. Jeff's already too wide grin stretched even further as he slowly lowered the knife. But as the wave of relief started to wash over you, sharp pain shot through your gut. Well, shit. Instinctively, you screamed to tease him. I'm not saying that. Jeff let go of you and took a few steps back, like your words physically burned him. Oh my god, I fucking love this. That's gonna be the thumbnail. His face showed genuine surprise, more than you expected. Relax, I'm just messing with you. That wasn't funny. It was to me. Shut up, this isn't supposed to be funny. You should be scared. Jeff stepped in again, raised the knife to your throat. By reflex, you flinched away from the blade, but the tip still pricked under your chin, drawing a sharp ting. You're in an alley at night, with a knife at your neck. So let me ask you again. Are you scared? What if I said no? Oh, is that so? Oh, there it is. I fucking I said yes. Jeff's grin stretched wide. What's so scary about me? Obviously, he doesn't want you to talk about his face, or you're going to kill me. Ding ding, we have a winner. This is fun. I know, let's play a game. Play what? Just a simple game of tag. Oh yeah, sounds real fun. What happens if I win? I'll let you go. That's what I want you to think. Fucking hell. So many choices I would love to do, dude. I'll chase you. Just stumbled over his words, clearly not expecting that response. Jeff straightened up for you, studying you in silence. His face was strangely expressionless. He figured it was because his mouth thrown up the way it was. He was stuck with the same twisted look forever. Suddenly, he felt a crushing grip around your neck. It was hard to breathe. Your hands flew up instinctively, grabbing Jeff's arm. Your body's desperate attempt to fight back. Fear me. The demand came out almost childlike, despite coming from such a menacing figure. I do. He tried to sound sincere, but it was hard, with your throat being squeezed shut. But he didn't seem to believe you. I'll make you fear me. You barely caught his whisper before the pressure on your neck eased. His hand was still there, but now only pressing enough to pin you down. You caught the gas, tried to pull air back into your lungs. And then you noticed Jeff was over you again, knife in hand. There it is, I'm dead again. There was a sudden sting in your cheek, sharp and brief. He made a clean cut across your left cheek. You could feel a thin trail of blood sliding down your jaw. Aren't I beautiful? Maybe if you told him he looked good, he'd be happy and leave you alone. Sure, very handsome. Gorgeous even. Heh. Jeff let out a little chuckle, lowering the knife to your abdomen. I knew you'd be afraid of me. Well, it seemed like Jeff's words was desperate attempt to please him so he wouldn't hurt you. It wasn't entirely wrong, though your intention had been slightly different. Jeff plunged the blade into your gut. There it goes. But he didn't stop there. Stabbed you again and again over and over until finally felt satisfied. Pain and exhaustion were so overwhelming you couldn't keep your eyes open anymore, but you could still hear him. Ugh, what a waste of time. You only delayed the inevitable. Damn. Poor Demo, there is so much to fucking do. Like, holy shit. This I cannot lie is pretty fucking cool, and I love it. I don't know why, but this game is making me like it. So much to do, dude. Hold on, let me. What have I told him? No, no. Shit, no, it looked like he picked a fight with a thief fryer and lost. He was starting to piss you off, so he didn't hold back the jab. I mean, we got mad enough and finally dropped the act and just ended the whole damn show. Jeff stayed silent for a moment until you noticed a subtle stretch over his smile. He slowly leaned in towards you and licked your wounded cheek, trailed up the thin line of blood. His breath hit your skin, warm and damp. The touching of his tongue burned in the open cut, making it you hiss. You could deal with him licking you; it was just him being a freak. But when his knee slipped between your legs, forcing them apart,
I don't like where this is going.
I am getting flashbacks to somebody in the YouTube space. Weird how okay, let's be honest. I didn't know this was gonna happen. Warning right now, we're entering adult territory in this fucking game. Oh shit. Oh, I think this will consider one of those close to being NSFW games. Definitely. Wait, hold on. Was that supposed to turn me on? Maybe if you mocked him enough to get bored and back off. You had to try. Jeff growled through clenched cheeks, slamming you back into the brick wall. You let out pain, groan at the impact. Why don't you fear me? It wasn't that you felt nothing. You knew this was dangerous. Your body made that clear with every pounding beating of your heart. But it had been from the start, you just didn't feel fear. He wanted your fear and it was ultimate, but if he threatened your life and he didn't really care about dying, then what was there to be afraid of? I don't know what to tell you, Jeff. Jeff lowered his head, visibly disappointed. You glanced around, uncertain, unsure of what to do. Then he straightened up again, his smile so wide up, his lips looked stretched tight. Let's play, sexy Tumblr man. He raised the knife again, but this time not to stab you in the foul spot. Instead, he slowly brought the tip to your face, right to your left eye. I'm gonna hunt you down. Each time I catch you, I'll hurt you. Each time you evade me, I'll back off just a bit. His eyes twitched, almost completely white, like two burning spotlights in the dark. But wait, you lost the first round, Jeff declared and pushed forward. Oh shit! Oh, I hate that. The blade sank into the corner of your eye, right near the eyelid. You screamed with everything you had until your throat felt like it tore apart. Blood poured out like a tiny cascade and your body jerked, spraying droplets. Jeff laughed delightfully by the reaction, then he pushed the blade deeper, sinking into the soft flesh of your eyeball. Ugh! You choked on your own spit, nearly vomiting from the overwhelming pain. Your hands flailed against his chest, but he didn't budge. Jeff twisted the blade violently, the knife still lodged in your eye. Then he gave it another jerk and pulled. He yanked the eyeball out, still tethered by its veins. What's happening? Is someone there? Like distant holy bells, you heard voices coming from nearby, but your body couldn't stand anymore. There's my eye. You collapsed, your left socket gushing blood. Your vision was blurred and broken. There was no trusting what you saw. You could only focus on what you heard. Remember our game, sexy Tumblr man. Jeff whispered softly, his voice drifting behind you. You felt several footsteps approaching fast, so you gave in to the exhaustion and the pain. Holy shit. You never felt pain like this before. Sure, you might have twisted an ankle or cut your skin before, but nothing came close to the damage done to your eye. It made you painfully aware of just how dangerous everything had been. Are you awake? The pain and exhaustion is overwhelming. You just wanted to sleep, but clearly there was no choice. You had to face the person standing in front of you. When you came to, you were lying in a hospital gurney. You could smell disinfectant and felt the weight of bandages on your face. That was kind of a relief. You were being taken care of after what was probably the worst night of your life. You know someone else in the room. A man in a white coat, clearly a doctor watching you closely. Do you know where you are? Hospital. He nodded slightly and scribbled something down to the clipboard he was holding. Your voice was hoarse, your throat sore. You swallowed hard, trying to ease the pain. Do you remember your name? He wants to. Dr. Sogjo shook his head. Answer seriously. It's sexy Tumblr, man. Alright, do you know why you're here? A burned face, a maniac laugh. Of course you knew why you were here. Someone attacked me. The doctor stood closer and took your hand. You're safe here. He can't hurt you now. You stared at him, surprised by how comforting he was. Wow, pretty decent hospital service. He noticed your silence let go of your hand, clearing his throat into his fist. Sorry, I haven't introduced myself. I'm Dr. Paul Salazar. Nice to meet you, Dr. Salazar. I'd say I wish we met under better circumstances, but, well, you know. He gave a slight nod and straightened up. Let me explain your condition a bit. You've got a head injury, so we monitor you for nausea and fainting. You've got a few cuts, nothing that needs stitches, but keep them clean, no touching. Of course, the moment he said that, everything started to itch. Maybe you'd sink a scratch when you left. You were also asphyxiated. Take it easy, don't push yourself, and avoid talking too much. If you have trouble breathing or feeling dizzy, let someone know right away. Lose a shit. You notice silently adjusting yourself in bed to sit up. About your eye, I'm really sorry, but we couldn't save it. Suddenly, you felt cold. Your head moved on instinct to the left side of your face, where bandages wrapped around your forehead where your eye used to be. You'll have some trouble with depth perception, but you can still live a normal life. Eventually, you could get a prosthetic. For now, what matters most is healing. Notice how quiet you went and leaned closer. Are you okay, sexy Tumblr man? You're fine. It's just one eye, not another. Didn't look too convinced by that, but he didn't push it. Is there someone we can call? A family member? A friend? A partner? You didn't want to admit how old you were, but lying to your doctor didn't feel right either. No family. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. Scratched his head awkwardly, except exactly why he didn't want to bring up. There's gotta be someone you're in touch with in this city. A coworker, maybe? Talking about work made you think of a certain someone. What time is it, doctor? Glenn says watch. It's 4 a.m. Why? Could you call my boss and let him know I won't go? I gave you a number. Yeah, sure. He scribbled out City's number and handed it to him. Alex also explained a few more things, but only one stuck in your mind. When you're feeling better, you'll be able to talk to the police. And with that, the doctor left the room, leaving you alone with your thoughts. You vaguely remembered hearing people running towards you when you passed out the alley, probably what made Jeff run off. Uh, fucking knows. What mattered was that you were safe now. Under supervision, there's no way Jeff could get you in the hospital, right? It wasn't unreasonable to worry. His last words were a threat. He'd come after you. But still, you were in a hospital, a place where security actually matters. Thinking so much wore you out again, so you leaned back in bed trying to relax. Just a few minutes. You just wanted to sleep for a few minutes. A faint metallic sound rang in your ears, making you open your eye. It's going to take a while to get used to having just one, but at least you could still make everything in front of you clear. Oh shit, there he is! There was a doctor standing there, back turned, busy doing something at a nearby table. For a second he thought it was Doctor's house, however, this doctor had black hair tied back in a ponytail. Maybe he was a resident. Excuse me. The doctor flinched at your weak voice. Probably wasn't expecting you to wake up so soon. Could I have some water? He didn't answer. He stood for a few moments, then you hear the unmistakable sound of water being poured. Just the sound of it made your thirst worse. Your sore throat was begging to be soothed. And he refused this as the doctor approached. You tried to sit up, but your body felt impossibly heavy. Then you felt a hand on your back gently helping you up. The touch was soft, careful, made you painfully aware of how vulnerable you were. Then the smooth rim of a paper cup pressed against the smooth rim of a paper cup. Okay. You drank slowly, your throat burned, but the coolness brought relief. One sip wasn't enough, your mouth was completely dry, so you drank every last drop. You let out a quiet sigh when you were done, glancing sideways to the doctor who's been helping you. His bangs hid most of his face, and he wore a disposable mask. Well, where had you been? Where have you seen that before? Thanks a lot, doctor. You chose to play dumb, maybe buy you a little time, or someone else would walk in. The doctor said nothing, just went back to whatever he's been doing before. Now that he had some water, talking felt easier. Dr. Sasso told you not to talk too much, but honestly, it felt okay. Okay enough for a conversation, even if it was one-sided. What's your name, doctor? Already by Salazar, are you a student or maybe a colleague? Oh, I'm something much better than that. The doctor came back to your side, lowering his wisdom mask down to his chin. Hi, sexy Tumblr man. Enjoying your little hospital stay? What a shame. I'm not really a fan of this place, but you seem to love it. You didn't get a chance to respond. Jeff already pulled out a scalpel. Wait, Jeff, listen to me. No. There's nothing left to say. You like doctors better. No need to explain further. Uh, Jeff ducked his arm forward, driving the scalpel straight into your throat. You choked on your own blood, gurgling, unable to scream or even speak. I'm not as skilled as a surgeon. Jeff whispered right into your ear with a gasp for breath, coughing up blood. But what I lack in skill, I make up for in passion. The scalpel dragged downward, slicing from your neck to your collarbone to split your skin open like a zipper, so deep you could feel metal scraping against your bone. He laughed gleefully, delighted by the sight of you writhing in pain while blood poured from your neck, soaking the hospital gown you wore in the sheets beneath you. It hurt, but not as much as it should have. There was a tingling in your wounds. You were probably still on painkillers. Thank God. Sure, getting your throat slashed open with the scalpel wasn't exactly how you wanted to go, but at least you didn't have to feel all that. Maybe someone would catch Jeff once they found your body. He was still standing there beside you, laughing like the lunatic he was. In the end, did he kill you just because you were kind to the doctors? Was he jealous, maybe? Nah, no way. He probably just really hated hospitals. Ending 2, no doctor could save you. Let's fucking go, dude. Alright, we'll put an end to there right now. So this is Fear Me. This is a Jeff the Killer based game. And I gotta say, it is quite fun. It's got some humor to it. It's got that slightly creepiness to it, whatever. But all in all, it's a pretty good game, and I highly recommend. And I really hope they continue this game, because if this is just a quote-unquote demo, I would like to see what it is fully. Well, it might not be a demo, because of the way it is. It might just be a completed game. I don't know. I'll double check their page and I'll leave it in the description if it's gonna come out or not. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you're a Jaffa Killer fan, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. And I'll definitely see you guys in a whole nother video.